Good morning, children. Today we are going to revise the lesson Nutrition in Animals. Okay, the process of nutrition in animals involve five stages. Five stages of nutrition are: first is ingestion. Ingestion means intake of food into body. Okay. Second is digestion. What is digestion? Breaking down of food from complex substance to simple substance, that is called digestion. Next is absorption. What is absorption? The uptake of the soluble substance produced during digestion by the tissue in the body is called absorption. This takes place in small intestine in humans. I will explain you again. Next is assimilation. The definition of assimilation is the use of simple substance which are absorbed. Okay, those simple substances again used by the body to build up complex substances. Okay, and these complex substances help the body, and this process is called assimilation. Next is egestion. The waste is formed. The waste is there in the body left after digestion. This undigested food eliminated from the body is called egestion. Okay, children, some organisms, like they are not having proper system of digestion. Digestion also takes place in those organisms. I am talking of some microorganisms like paramecium. Paramecium is a single-celled animal. Okay, it is single-celled animal organism. We say not. Okay, single-celled. It captures the food with the help of cilia. With the help of cilia. Hydra is there. It captures the food with the help of tentacle. So different organisms have different ways of ingesting food. They have, like as I told you, tentacles in Hydra and cilia in Paramecium. Okay, some insects you have seen, butterfly and all. Butterflies having proboscis to suck the nectar of the flower. Okay, and in birds, the mouth of a bird is modified into a beak which help it to catch food and tear or crack fruit. Birds have different kinds of beak, depend on their food habit. And snakes, they swallow their food whole. Okay, they swallow their food whole. Now next is we are going to discuss nutrition in amoeba. Nutrition in amoeba. How amoeba ingest, all five stages take place in amoeba, we are going to discuss. This is nutrition in amoeba, children. When amoeba senses food, this is irregular shaped single-celled organism. When it senses food, these pseudopodia, finger-like structures, they project and they surround the food, and they form the vacuole. These pseudopodia, what do? They form vacuole. Okay, and this way the food vacuole is formed. What is formed? Food vacuole. Some digestive juices are there in the food vacuole. They help in the digestion of food, and after digestion, the digested food goes into the liquid. Okay, and assimilation takes place. Children, as I told you, what is assimilation? What is assimilation? Food broken into simple form, and this simple form again utilized by the body. That is what? Assimilation. Now undigested food is left in this, and then this food vacuole go very close to the cell membrane, and it will burst open, and this undigested or waste food is thrown out of the cell. So this is the nutrition in amoeba, and this diagram is an amoeba feeding. What is this? an amoeba feeding. There are 4 steps are given in the book. So you follow that. Now next we are going to discuss nutrition in humans. Okay, what are we going to discuss? Nutrition in humans. Nutrition in humans starts in mouth. Okay. So food is taking, first step is what? Ingestion. First step is what? Ingestion. What is ingestion? Taking in food. Food is taken into body through the mouth, and here it is chewed very well. Okay, with the help of teeth. There are 4 types of teeth. First is incisors. They are 4 in number. In humans, they are 4 in numbers, and they are also called biting teeth. Okay. Second is canine. They are 2 in one jaw. I am telling you about in one jaw. There are 2 canines in one jaw. There are 2 jaws, upper jaw and lower jaw. So I am telling you about one jaw. So a canine, there are 2 canines, and they are called tearing teeth. They are called tearing teeth. Third is premolar. Premolars, they are 4 in number, and they are called, they are flat, they help in chewing the food, so they are called grinding or chewing teeth. Okay. Now next is the molars. They are 6 in number. Okay, and they are also called grinding teeth. They grind the food. So these teeth help in chewing, grinding and tearing the food. Now next is one more thing I would like to tell you, children. In our lifetime there are 2 sets of teeth. 2 sets of teeth. Two sets of teeth. One is milk and other is permanent. Okay, milk teeth, they are 20 in number, and permanent teeth, they are 32 in number. Okay, so these milk teeth, when the child is at, around 6 months, these teeth, they come and they shed off by the age of 6 or 7 years. After that, the permanent teeth, they come. And okay, so I have told you about teeth. Now come to the tongue. It is also there in the mouth. I am telling you about the mouth. Okay, digestion in mouth. So ingestion I am telling you. So ingestion in mouth, I told you what? Biting of food, tearing of food, and grinding, chewing takes place. Tongue plays a very important role. What is the function of tongue and what is tongue? Tongue is a muscular organ. What is it? It is a muscular organ. Okay, and it has 4 tastes. What 4? It senses taste. It senses taste, and it senses 4 types of taste. What are those 4 types of taste? Sweet, sour, salty, and bitter taste. Bitter taste. Okay. So what is the function of this tongue? It is a muscular organ. It senses taste, and second, it helps in mixing. This is first. Second is it helps in mixing food with saliva. Helps in mixing food with saliva. With saliva. Is this clear? So this helps in mixing food with saliva so that we can it helps in like it makes the swallowing easy. Okay. Now next step is first ingestion has taken place. In ingestion we have learnt about mouth because we ingest the food through mouth. Now next step is digestion. Digestion is a long process in humans. Okay. Digestion is a long process in human. Now digestion starts in mouth. Okay. First, where digestion starts? In mouth. In mouth, there are 3 pairs of salivary gland. I told you 3 pairs of salivary gland. These salivary glands, they secrete saliva. They secrete saliva. What is the function of saliva? 2 functions. First, it mixes with the food and make the food. It mixes with the food, and what happened? This saliva contains enzyme salivary amylase. Salivary amylase, and that breaks starch into sugar. That breaks starch into sugar. And second function, it makes the food slimy. Okay, in the form of bolus, so that easily it can be swallowed. So children, it is clear the function of saliva. Now come to the second part of the digestive system. Okay, digestive system starts from mouth and ends where? Anus. The first part is mouth, second part is esophagus. Second part is esophagus. And what happens in esophagus? Children, no digestion takes place. It is only a long pipe. We also call it food pipe. The swallowed food passes to this pipe and it goes into a thick muscular bag-like structure, that is what? Stomach. Okay, but how this food goes down? This food pipe contracts and expand. Okay, this contraction and expansion is called peristaltic movement. What do we call this? Peristaltic movement. This peristaltic movement helps in pushing that bolus. I told you that slimy bolus moves from mouth to this esophagus, and this slimy bolus is pushed by these contractions and expansions. And what do we call this contraction and expansion? This is called peristaltic movement. Okay, so no digestion takes place in esophagus, only its work to push the food down in the stomach. Now third, we are coming to the stomach. Third part of our alimentary canal is stomach. Children, stomach is muscular bag-like structure. Okay. Muscular bag and very thick walls are there. Okay. It secretes 3 things. One is digestive juices. The walls of these are walls. Okay. These are walls of stomach. They secrete digestive juices. They secrete digestive juices. Second, HCl, hydrochloric acid, and third is mucus. Okay. What is the function of digestive juice? The function of digestive juice to digest protein. Okay. It turns protein into simple form. Protein into simpler form. Simpler form. Okay. So in stomach, the digestive juices, they make the protein into simple form. Second, what is the function of HCl? It kills bacteria and also makes the medium. Second function is makes medium acidic. Makes medium acidic. Children, why this is very important, medium, acidic medium? Because in acidic medium, protein digestion can take place. Okay. Third is mucus. What is the function of mucus? Mucus is a sticky substance that protects the lining of the inner lining of the stomach by hydrochloric acid. Acid is corrosive in nature, so this mucus protects the inner lining of stomach from HCl. Okay, so stomach is fine. Now here stomach, what happens? The food become churned more. Okay, by the walls of the stomach, they beat the food and they make a fine paste. Okay, one thing. Second, digestive juices, they help in the digestion of protein, partial digestion, not complete. Okay, and then hydrochloric acid kills bacteria present in food, and second, makes the medium acidic. Third, what is the function of mucus? It protects the wall of the stomach from hydrochloric acid. Is that clear? Now the food, this paste, semi-solid paste, is called chyme. Okay. Now this paste moves from stomach to the small intestine. Next is what? Small intestine. Small intestine is a very long tube. This is the next part of the alimentary canal. So small intestine is a very long tube. Okay, name is small. Why? Because its diameter is small. So this is very long tube. Here the secretion of two glands. Children, first gland is liver. Liver is the largest gland. Liver is the largest gland of our body. Okay, largest gland of our body. So liver, and liver secretes bile. Liver secretes bile, and this bile, children, is stored in gallbladder. This is stored in gallbladder. This is stored in gallbladder, and from here gallbladder, this goes to the small intestine. Where this bile goes? From gallbladder to small intestine. Okay, so this juice when go and mix with this chyme, then what happen? This breaks the fat into fat globules. Okay, so this is the function of bile. Now second juice in the small intestine, that is pancreatic juice. That is what? Pancreatic juice. It comes from pancreas. Pancreatic juice, it comes from pancreas, and this pancreatic juice does the final digestion of all the nutrients. Carbohydrate which is present, that turn into simple sugar. Carbohydrate turn into carbohydrates. carbohydrates turn into simple sugar, and that simple sugar is called glucose. Okay, this is called glucose. Now second, protein, partial digestion took place in stomach, complete digestion is taking place here, and this protein converts into amino acids. Amino acids. Okay. Third, fat. Fat present. I told you bile help in the digestion of fat. So the partial digestion took place, final digestion is taking place here. That finally fat convert into glycerol and fatty acids. Glycerol and fatty acids. Okay. So children, this the complete digestion has taken place here. And the next step is what? Assimilation. Sorry, absorption. Next step is absorption. Children, keep remember these three things: carbohydrate into glucose, protein into amino acids, fat into glycerol and fatty acid. Now these simple food forms, first they were complex, now these simple food forms, they are there in the semi-liquid. Now they are going to absorb by the rest of the part of small intestine. In first half this is taking place, and second half absorption of food is taking place. Next step is after digestion, absorption. What happened in absorption? As I told you, first half that has taken place digestion. Now second half, this is very thin this, but children, you know, inside the villi, this is the wall, and these villi structures are there. What are these? Villi. And single is called villus. Okay. So these villi or villus, what is the function of these villi? To absorb digested food. How they absorb? I am telling you in one villus. This is one villus. Very fine thin supply of blood vessel is there. Okay. These villi, what is the function of villi? First, they absorb the food. Second, they increase the surface area. Children, if it is like this, then this much food is absorbed. Now this skin is stretched like this. Okay, so more area is covered. So more absorption will take place. Okay, so function of villus is to increase the surface area and also absorb the digested food. Now this digested food will go in these blood capillaries. These are blood capillaries. The food enter in the digested food enter in the blood capillary, and it goes to different parts of the body through blood. Clear? So this is what? Absorption. Now next is assimilation. Next process is assimilation. Children, assimilation, I told you that the food which is already turned into simple form like glucose, okay, after absorption it has gone to all part of the body, amino acids. Third is fatty acids and glycerol. These three nutrients, fatty acid and glycerol, these three substances, now they are in the blood. They are reaching to each and every part of the body. Now there they are going to, like glucose, it is going to release energy by the process of respiration. This glucose combined with oxygen and release energy. Release energy. Second, amino acid. This is going to like different part and it is going to form protein. It is going to form protein. Children, when we fall down, wear and tear takes place. New skin come just because of this protein. Fatty acid and glycerol, they are stored in our body for future use. They give us energy. So, assimilation, after digestion, assimilation, absorption and assimilation has taken place. After this, we are going to discuss digestion. I told you. Now children, last step is digestion. What is digestion? Like when the food is digested, some part is remain there which is undigested or waste. This undigested food goes to large intestine. This is the part of alimentary canal, intestine. Okay, large intestine. This large intestine, it is small in size but the diameter is big. What happened? What takes place here? Absorption of water and mineral takes place. Absorption of water and mineral takes place. Okay. And the solid undigested food stored in rectum. This is rectum. This is stored in rectum. And it passes out through anus. This anus is the last part of the alimentary canal. So what are the parts of alimentary canal? First mouth, second esophagus, third is stomach, fourth small intestine, fifth is large intestine, sixth is anus. And the gland associated with this alimentary canal, first is salivary gland, second liver. As I told you, liver is the largest gland in our body, and third is pancreas. Okay children, that's all this nutrition in human.